Srikar.
Hello everyone, this is Lakshmi Prasad from Bennett University.
The Kantam of Bennett University. Our project is monitoring construction workers using drones, whether they are wearing safety gear or not. We are using convolutional neural networks to build a product for monitoring.
After agriculture, construction is the least automated industry, and efforts are being made to make it automated. And one of the aspects and one of the problems which construction industry is facing is construction safety. The construction laborers working in construction field are not aware of proper safety measurements, and they're not wearing proper safety gears also. So we need a smart way to monitor them continuously in sites. So this is how our project works. Let's look at the solution.
Our solution is easy to understand for everyone. I'll be briefing it very in layman manner. Me and my teammates, Kritik and Srikar from CSE department, we are interested to do something newly in drones domain area. So we have chosen up a product called using drone detecting a construction worker whether he is wearing a hard hat or not. So safety is the first and most important parameter in the construction area. We created a CNN model. We are having a data sets of nearly 3000 images of normal persons and person different from construction worker and the normal person. So we have created a model and we have got a nearly 99% accuracy. With that, we'll be implementing on the drone hardware and we detect the construction worker in construction site.
So hello everyone, let's have a quick demo of the code now. I have written the step-by-step process of what we are going to do. So the first thing we are going to do is import our data sets, which is very important for a CNN model. So we are going to get our positive data sets first and then download our negative data sets as well. And after this, we are going to split our data sets into test and train data sets. So with train data set, we are going to train our CNN model and we are going to test it with our test data set. So the next thing is, as I said, we are going to build a CNN model and then we are going to predict it with our features. So let's have a quick run through the code. So this is Azure Notebooks. I'm using Azure Notebooks to download my data sets and all. So first let's go through the positive images code. So this is my code for downloading the positive images dataset. So as you can see here, I have installed and imported the required libraries. So this is the link for our dataset. So this is where our dataset is lying. So I've opened it here. So this is how our dataset is. So in this link we are having a couple of links for our data. So we'll go through one by one and download it. So downloading it manually is a laborious process. So that's why I have written a code to download these things into my Azure Notebook. So after running this code, your data will get downloaded and it will show a similar format like this. So this is my positive images data after running the code, and similarly the negative images data set is downloaded through this link, and this is the code for it. This is how it will run, and your data will be stored in negative file. So I have done the pre-processing also here. I have initialized the shape which I required and all, so that there is no need of doing a separate pre-processing for it. And the next thing, as I said, after downloading the positive and negative data sets, the next thing we need to do is sorting them into test and train. So this is the code for sorting. So I am dividing my data set into test and train, and as I said, for training a CNN model we'll use train dataset, and for testing the CNN model we'll use test dataset. And I am dividing this dataset with 0.8 probability, which means 80% of my data will be training data and 20% of my data will be testing data. So this is my sorting code. If I run this code, my data set will get split into two types. One is train, as you can see here, and one is test, which is here. So these are my two data sets. So now sorting is also done. So the next step is building our CNN model. So I'm not building my CNN model in Azure Notebook because it's not supporting such huge computation, because the epochs and all, they need to run for a very long time. So my kernel is getting dead. So I'm using Colab for downloading and training my model using CNN. So I'm downloading this test and train datasets into my system, and I'm uploading into my Google Drive. So as you can see here, I've uploaded my datasets into Google Drive, this test and train datasets here. Now I've created a Google Colab notebook and I've already written the code of CNN here. So we'll quickly go through this code also. So I've initially mounted my drive into Collabs and all my data I've imported here. So as you can see, I've first installed the required libraries and imported the required modules and libraries. So this is the code. I'm importing my data sets here and defining how many hidden layers I want and the activation function for each hidden layer. As you can see here, it's ReLU for first one and softmax to print my output. What is the prediction and all. So this is the activation functions and all. And quickly, so here I'm defining all my test and data set. I'm doing few computations. I'm loading it into variables, and this is the code to train your CNN model using epochs. I've given 10 epochs here, and my batch size is 10 as I've discussed it here. Yeah, so I have given my batch size as 10 and epochs also. So after running this code, this will take a couple of hours. For me, as you can see it here, each epoch took 2500 seconds, which is approximately 42 minutes. So to run the whole, so our CNN model is now trained, as you can see it here. Running this CNN model every time is really a laborious task because Colab will automatically close your runtime. There's a limit for runtime of 12 hours. So after 12 hours, your runtime will obviously stop and start from first. So every time running this, training this model is a laborious task. So what I'm doing is I'm saving this model into my drive so that there's no need of running it again and again. So I'm saving this model using this code and it will get saved in my drive with name model 5. So yeah, we are done with our training and our model is now saved. So we are just left with predicting now. So let's quickly predict our results and check how our model is working. So this is our prediction code. As you can see here, our accuracy for the training set is 98% of accuracy. So now let's test it with our testing data set or give some images as input and test it. So again, I've imported all the required libraries. I'm setting the image width and length as shown before, which is 300 into 300, so that the new images which someone gives for testing should also be converted into this size. And now I'm importing my model here. As in the previous session, we have trained our CNN model. So that model, I'm loading it here. And now I'm giving a file which is positive. So I'm giving a positive image first for testing. So this is our file which I'm giving it. So he's having a hat. So our CNN model should predict that he's having a hat, hard hat. So I've given this positive image here. And let me run this quickly so that you'll have a better understanding of it. So this is done and I'm training my model here, loading my model, sorry. So once the model is loaded, yeah, the model is loaded now. So we are importing the file here, the positive image, the person who's having a hat. So this is our code for prediction. So I just simply gave a if else condition. If predicting 0, that means the person is not wearing a hat, and if it's predicting a 1, then it will print the person is wearing the hat. So I'm running this code. So ours is a positive image, so it should print, yeah, hard hat has been worn. So the person is wearing a hat and our model predicted it very correctly. So we are successful.